I've seen a lot of people arguing online about which is a better game, Half-Life Alyx or Boneworks. So I figure it's time to end this argument once and for all. Of course, this is very much an opinion video. I don't think it actually makes sense here to end this argument once and for all, but that doesn't mean I can't still explain the difference between these two games and explain my personal opinion. Both games are worth playing, but which is better? Well, it's hard to say. Boneworks focuses on mechanics while Half-Life Alyx focuses on story and ease of use. I figure we can break this comparison down into three general categories: story, mechanics, and most importantly, fun. First, let's start with the story. If you've watched my last video or even just know much about either game, you'll probably know that there's a clear winner here. Boneworks thrusts you into a deep world of mystery and complexity. You might think that sounds perfect for an intriguing story, and you'd actually be right. Except it has literally no way of explaining its super complex story. It throws you in expecting you to know a ton of backstory and to figure everything out on your own. Half-Life Alyx, on the other hand, offers a cool story for people who know nothing about it, and offers a cool story for people who are already well versed in the Half-Life lore. I think this is a clear win for Half-Life Alyx. On the mechanics side, each game takes a very different approach. Boneworks is a game designed to push the limits of what's possible in VR, while Half-Life Alyx is designed to be as easy as possible to get into. Even my dad, whose experience in VR is limited to Beat Saber basically, could play Half-Life Alyx in about 5 minutes. Playing Boneworks is completely different. Even when I first played it, I got motion sick after about 20 minutes of playing. To be fair, I never got motion sick in Boneworks again, but I had also already finished Half-Life Alyx, had about 20 hours in Pistol Whip, and had over 100 hours in Beat Saber. It's not like I was new to VR, but while Alyx might be much easier to use and more polished, Boneworks just has more. From melee combat to climbing, it's just the only game of its kind. Mechanics is a win for Boneworks. And last, the most important part, which is actually more fun to play. It might seem easy to award this to Boneworks. Half-Life Alyx's simple gunplay and bullet sponge enemies pale in comparison to Boneworks' diverse weapon arsenal and melee combat. But it's not so simple. While Boneworks might have been really fun the first time I played it, I have no intention of playing more, especially at the end, where Half-Life Alyx really shines. Boneworks just can't compare. I'm already about halfway through my second playthrough of Half-Life Alyx, and I have no intention to stop. Not to mention, Half-Life Alyx has a huge variety of mods that create whole new storylines and maps for you to play. Personally, I award this one to Alyx. So, in conclusion, based on these categories, Half-Life Alyx is the better game, of course, in my opinion. But remember, I'm not saying Boneworks is trash or anything. I love Boneworks. I still believe every VR enthusiast should buy and play both games. So, why do we even have to make a comparison between them? They're both just amazing games. Why don't we just leave it at that? Thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, hit the like button. If you loved it, please subscribe. And why don't you check out my review of Boneworks? It's available in the description as well as on the screen right now. Bye.